It's time for Highlands basketball. Tonight from Highlands High School, we open 2025 with a section matchup between the Highlands Golden Rams and the Deer Lakes Lancers. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. Kean Foster is upstairs. And Dean, come back off the Christmas break. The Rams were at Plum over Christmas and had some mixed results.
Well, Mike, you put the two first halves together, we played tremendously. Problem is, again, we have such a small bench and only 4 guys on the bench. We're running a 6-man rotation. Had nice leads in both games, but unfortunately second half just tired out. And then you come back with a day game after a night game, makes it extra tough on young kids, and we just ran out of gas.
We did. Both games Highlands had leads. Plum put a 34-16 run on them, and then Shaler put a 40-19 run on them, and that was the difference in both games. There always seems to be one spot in the game that gets.
Yeah, Mike, you have young kids, and they've been thrown into the fire here. That's how they're learning as they go, and it's been a tough go so far.
Well, they had a break. They haven't played since last Saturday, and now here we are Friday. What'd they do with the time off?
Well, a lot of people say rest. Actually, it's reset for us. And some people have the misconception that, hey, the coach isn't with us after 2 games. Not a big deal. Hey, he was with us for 6 months. So our 2 middle school coaches, Coach Foster and Coach Pavlik, they had to come back and reteach everything they wanted to put in. Plus, they've been practicing with the middle school, 7th, 8th, JVs, and varsity. They had a practice at 3 o'clock today. They haven't been home since. They've done a tremendous job stepping in alert for these guys. They're doing the best they can, but it's hard to unteach and reteach in 6 days. That's what we're doing.
Well, the Lancers come in 9-2 under third-year coach L.B. Fletcher. He's done nothing but win since he's been there. Back-to-back WPIAL championships in Class 3A. But we have literally breaking news.
Yes, Mikey's over to our left. We talked to him earlier. Nate Moore will not be in the lineup tonight. Broke his nose a few games ago. Had to have surgery today, and he basically is a guy that they go to big time. He had 24 against Val Vernon, 29 against Indiana. He's their big guy in the middle, so it changes everything tonight, especially game planning, Mike. Our coaches, we talked about them planning. They plan to try to work around, keep it more out of the paint. Well, it's going to be a different ball game tonight, and let's face it, his brother's going to start for a night, so there is another Moore out there, but his name's not Nate. We'll take our chances.
And you wonder if Deer Lakes will do anything different offensively without the big guy.
They have to, Mike. I mean, basically everything ran through him, so I know his brother's only a sophomore, so I think they're going to depend more on the guards tonight instead of going into the big. So we have an advantage. Let's try to take advantage of it here on a home court section game. You know you got to win them.
Snowy night outside, but beautiful and warm inside the gym. It's Deer Lakes and Highlands. Starting lineups and the tip-off is coming up right after this. All right, we are ready for the starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting, celebrating 45 years in business to beautify and protect.
All right, Mike, we'll take a look at the Deer Lakes Lancers, coached by L.B. Fletcher. And again, it's going to be a little different lineup here tonight. They will start number 24, Evan Moore, a 5'10 sophomore. Again, he's taking his brother Nathan's place tonight. Number 3, Colin Rogers, a 5'9 junior. Colin played against us last year.
Number 4, Luca Mangieri.
Luca Mangieri wears number 4, 6'1 junior.
At guard is 6'1" junior, number 10, Braden McCoy.
Number 10, Braden McCoy, 6'1 junior. And starting number 2, JT McHugh, a 6'1 senior. Mike, we're going to be bigger than them tonight.
That's a little unusual.
Yeah.
You mentioned a game last year. That was on February 3rd at Deer Lakes. The Rams won that game 70-65 in overtime, led by 21 from Cam Regard and 16 from Ali Sharif.
Great game that day, and the Golden Rams, again, were in the home white. Only the second time this year, by the way. They will start number 1, Carmine LaCava, a 6' junior, averaging 9 points a game, but had 20 the other day against Shaler. Number 3 is Ty Hall, 5'9 junior, averages 10 a game. Number 33 is Braden Sperry, 6' junior, averaging 4 a game. 23 is Preston Foster, 6'2 junior, averaging 6 a game. And our big guy, number 4, Troy Belak, 6'4 junior, averages 13 a game. And again, he will not have to face Nathan Moore tonight. Nathan at 6'4". So again, a little bit of advantage for Highlands height-wise. Doesn't happen very often, Mike.
Yeah, that's for sure. Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting. With Braden and Daniel on board, the 5th generation of Timmons got you covered. You mentioned Troy Pavlik. He's the only guy that played in that game for Highlands last year that will play tonight at Deer Lakes. He had 7 points in that game for the Rams. So that sets it up. The Lancers 9-2, 3-0 in section, tied with Knock atop the 1-4A. Highlands 1-7 have lost 7 straight for the first time in 12 years and hope to stop that here tonight.
Well, it's interesting, Mike. We said we think Deer Lakes is going to miss Ethan Moore. It's going to be dependent on these 5 guys to see how they react to not having him in the lineup tonight.
Tap is knocked out of bounds, and the Lancers will have it. They'll be dressed in their traveling gold uniforms with the green and white trim. Highlands in the home whites, as the Dean mentioned. And here come the Lancers, and this is Colin Rogers against Pavlik.
Remember him from last year, Mike. He's a tough-nosed guard.
Got it out to McHugh. He's going to let a 3 go right down the gullet. It's no good. Tip around and rebound to Spearing. The Rams have it, and they want to push it. But the Lancers quickly back on defense. Here's Pavlik. Pavlik left side, out to Foster, top of the ring. Now right side Hall, 3 ball on the way. It is off the rim, no good. Rebound, Deer Lakes.
Nice job of blocking out that time by Moore.
Evan Moore pulls it down.
Must have learned that blocking out of his brother, Mike.
Yes. Here's Mangieri all the way through. The basket. Now, but
they're going to question whether or not they're going to talk amongst themselves. The foul was on Foster. He did slide underneath. That's what they say.
They're going to say it is a. We're going to count a basket.
They're
Good,
discussing it.
Good hoop?
No, he says no.
No?
You made the shot.
Oh, now he's.
Basket's good. So Mangieri will go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play. 2-0. Lancers lead it. Mangieri missed the first, tipped around and controlled by Moore. Moore goes up, blocked by Foster. Ball's out of bounds and stays with the Lancers at 7:13. 2-0 Deer Lakes, just underway.
Again, Mike, we said the early going was important in the game. Hyder's last 2 games against Shaler and Plum took lead. Just couldn't hang on to him.
Here's Rogers against Pavlik. High posting it to McCoy. Back out to Rogers again. Here's Moore. Now down underneath with the left hand. Luca Mangieri's got all 4, and it's 4-0 Deer Lakes.
We got to talk to Nate Moore before the game, Mike, and he says these guys have been playing since they've been in diapers, so very familiar with each other.
Foster's 3 rattles out.
In and out, and they want to run.
Mangieri was bothered by LaCava, but he got it to Evan Moore down low. Kicked it out to the corner to McHugh. McHugh got shut off by Hall. In the paint, Mangieri up off the glass and good, and it's 6-0. Sometimes the run can come at the beginning of the game, and the Rams got to be careful of that too.
You got to jump there.
6-0 Deer Lakes underway. Boy, it looked like LaCava walked and got away with it. Hall's 3 out of the corners, an air ball. Battle for it. Boy, the Rams slow toward that loose ball there.
One thing I see in the early going, Mike, Deer Lakes very fundamentally sound.
They got that one. Deer Lakes coaches don't think so. Coach Fletcher very happy to know he's the 3rd man in the booth tonight, by the way.
At least we told him.
We did. We warned him. We had Moore had to tie his shoe. That's what the delay was there. Oh boy, the Rams didn't come to the ball. Well,
Mike, we had trouble in the JV game right in that spot too.
There's something I see that I don't like. They're just too slow to everything right now. Nobody got on the floor for the loose ball, and very sluggish coming after to meet the pass there. They're going to have to cut that out quick, or this is going to end quickly.
Well, again, here comes pressure. Good teams like to be pressed, Mike. Turn it into a layup drill.
And the Lancers back there, and they're just out hustling Highlands right now.
2 turnovers. Nobody stopped the ball.
Rogers had it blocked, and here comes Foster the other way. Of course, it would always help to see the ball go in the basket once. Oh, Foster with an over-the-head pass to Hall. Drives into the paint, put it up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Pavlik. Pavlik's shot is up and no good. And Mangieri with the rebound, and what's the call? Another walk. Highlands gets it at 5:29. 6-0 Deer Lakes. Yeah, had to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe Brady Selko give him a little boost.
Selko in for Foster. Rams get smaller, but a message is being delivered on the bench. Selko looked at it. They got on him quickly, and
Sloppy pass again, Mike.
Rogers just got in there and took the basketball. No foul called. Deer Lakes keeps it.
3 fouls apiece so far.
Got him.
Right off the inbound, and Rams asleep, and Mangieri puts it in, and it's 8-0. Mangieri's got them all.
Yeah,
Rams trying to get a forecourt against the press.
That's why I do not like to play man underneath the basket, Mike. They can screen somebody and get somebody wide open. Just go to the zone for a second.
Cutting to the goal is Pavlik,
that time.
and the Rams are on the board. Pavlik's first 2 of the night.
Wait for him.
Now Rogers.
Pistol.
Used to kill Al McGuire when people played man underneath the
I know. I learned a lot from Al McGuire just listening.
If you don't know, look him up. Great Marquette coach.
And a great announcer. That's for.
Yeah, seconds.
He retired young and had a very long career in the broadcast booth, and he taught you a lot about the game.
That's what they say about me, Mike.
Yes. Now we got another travel. This is Mangieri turning it over, and Foster will check back in for Highlands.
The last time I officially coached at Highlands was 1980, Mike. Can you believe we're a quarter of a way through the 21st century?
I know. I was having trouble with that. And what year did you say that was?
1982.
1982. That's the year I graduated from high school.
Gotta stay, no clear.
We were talking about where were you for the year 2000.
Yeah,
We were together then.
we were. It was a rough year, yeah.
Lost.
Spearing gets it back. Kicked it out to Foster. Foster drives in, left-handed, up, good. Foster's first 2, and the Rams cut it in half. It's 8-4.
So far, game of runs.
Rogers. Now Mangieri. Back to McHugh. Corner to McCoy. Goes in, off the rim, no good. Rebound Foster again.
Great man-to-man, both teams.
Selko. Spearing now. Now Lekeva coming off a career-high 20 against Shaler last Saturday. Selko out top to Foster again. 4:05 left, first quarter, 8-4 Deer Lakes. Pavlik puts it on the floor, but well guarded by McCoy. He's going to step back. Jumper's high off the rim. Moore had it, lost it, and now Deer Lakes will get it back. Good defense by Lekeva that time, but he lost the handle. Ty Hall comes back in for Highlands, and Preston Foster gets a rest.
Evan Moore, Mike, 5'10", he's a
Yeah,
lanky 5'10".
he's taller than that. I get some not the best numbers here, I'm thinking. Rogers. Oh, steal by Lekeva.
See if he can convert.
Lekeva all the way to the basket. Oh, he did a great job of going to the right hand there and protecting the ball with his body against the defender. 8-6.
Double team, travel.
And a travel, boy.
And Mike, we asked the question, would Deer Lakes miss Nate Moore? 6 turnovers here in the first quarter. They're looking for him. He's just not there.
Lots of traveling so far. Against pressure, this is Pavlik in an 8-6 game. Forecourt.
Nice pass.
Lekeva with a great bullet pass. He can't finish it. And now Hall knocked it out of bounds. They say Deer Lakes knocked it out from behind.
Hines with a chance to rebound and tie the game after trailing 8-0. Scored the last 6.
Only 1 foul in this game committed by the Rams. That was on Mangieri when he tried to complete the 3-pointer. Lekeva loops it into Pavlik. Now Hall. Pavlik out top. Rams, after a sluggish start, have fought back into it. Hall left side, corner to Lekeva. High posting it to Spearing, back to Hall, right side Pavlik.
2-1-2 zone now. They're
Spearing takes it in, gave up the dribble, back to Hall. Pavlik. Selko out of the corner, back to Hall, he's open, here it comes.
there it
Out and in again!
Third time to rattle through there, Mike.
And the Rams have gone 9-0 to take the lead 9-8. Well, Ball stolen by Pavlik. Ahead to Lakeva.
7th turnover.
Lakeva tried to get it over to Hall. He did. He made a great job to get it. And Pavlik lets a 3 go. It's off the rim. They chase it to the corner, and it's Deer Lakes basketball.
As I mentioned, Mike, the middle school practice today at 3 o'clock, and both of our coaches from the varsity were there, and we're discussing playoff scenarios. And basically, they, we're considering Deer Lakes, Knock, and North Catholic. But he said, hey, maybe we can sneak one of those in, and maybe tonight might be the night.
Might be. This is Sharina in off the bench.
Remember, there's 4 playoff spots. If you knock off one of the top 3, you're going to have a good chance. So the 4 teams searching, Highlands, Burl, Freeport, and Valley, searching for that 4th spot, have to knock somebody off. Highlands packing his own now, Mike. They're in a 2-3.
Dante Mangieri's entered. He's 12. And the Rams have the basketball. Underneath, Lakeva put it in. 11-0 Highlands run. They lead 11-8.
Been a game of run so far.
That's for sure.
Calling Rogers looking at the bench. What do I do?
Help. Rogers goes in, got shut off.
I don't know if he's looking at Coach Fletcher or Nathaniel Moore.
Rogers. Now Dante Mangieri back to Rogers. They're trying to run their cutters through there. Mangieri right side. Out top for Luca Mangieri. McHugh.
Man,
less than a minute to go in the quarter. We haven't had any stoppages.
Nope, deflection.
Mangieri. Luca. Out top to Rogers again. 42 seconds. Selko giving him a rough ride. Now McHugh left side. McHugh goes into the paint. Kicked it back out. Mangieri thought about it. Now goes cross court to Sharina. Now Rogers again. 23 seconds. They go down low and blocked by Pavlik.
I didn't get the last shot, Mike.
15 seconds. Rams have the ball and the arrow, and on an 11-0 run. Pavlik out to Lakeva.
It's been an odd first quarter, huh?
Corner to Selko.
I just have to get his shot off. 3,
2, 1. Hall lets it go! He hit it at the buzzer tie, Hall!
And the Golden Rams jump out to a 14-8 first quarter lead. 14-0 run.
Unbelievable.
Never had that, Mike, in a first quarter.
That is insane. Don't you hate it when you have a vision to improve your home and no one to help you achieve it, or find your contractor and the work they deliver is unsatisfactory? Well, put those concerns aside and make your next call to your neighbor, Beanie Home Renovations. With over 25 years experience, we deliver excellent results in every project we undertake. Twice recognized as best of the best. By the Trib, Beanie's team is skilled, professional, and respectful to their clients, from kitchens and bathrooms to foundations and roofing. Beanie works diligently to embrace the vision of every client. Call 724-351-3172 to set up a free estimate, or visit BeanieHomeRenovations.com. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
Well, Mike, B&J Sports been outfitting local teams on great sports fans in the AK Valley for over 6 decades. Look no further than B&J Sports for all your sporting good needs. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, you name it, they have it all at B&J Sports. Located at 1605 Freeport Road in the Detroit Heights, open 9 to 5:30 weekdays, Saturdays 9 till noon, or give them a call at 724-226-2762. There's something to be said about longevity. 6 decades says it all at B&J Sports. Something to be said for a 14-0 run, Mike.
My goodness.
And again, the Golden Rams trailed 8-0. It was Luca Mangieri scoring the first 8 points for Deer Lakes, and Highlands comes roaring back with the next 14 and the ball. Uh-oh, sloppy pass.
That's what we were talking about earlier. And now another travel. Braden McCoy turned it over, and the turnovers for Deer Lakes.
8 so far, Mike.
Yeah,
Committed
and
4.
I would say 6 of them are traveling.
Yeah.
Crazy. 14-8.
They're going to pressure, Mike. I always say good teams like to be pressured.
Oh, the ball is tipped and can't save it there, and we get a foul backcourt. Be on the Rams, reaching in.
Braden Sperring gets the foul.
That's his first. 14-0 run. Deer Lakes went out 8-0. And again, just the lack of home games. It hasn't helped.
Only our second in both in section. Speaking of section, mate, Adam Bauman, Knox coach across the way, not playing tonight.
Ball popped up in the air and Ty Hall stole it. Oh, what a shot by Hall to end the quarter. And it was pure, too.
Yeah, off balance, too, Mike.
Belak into the paint. Belak with a runner. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 at 7:20 of the second quarter.
Evan Moore gets his first.
Belak 11 for 23 on the year. Weatherstone, the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. Our stores offer competitive prices. Today's most popular smartphones, devices, and accessories with award-winning customer service. And now blazing fast internet is available in your area with Verizon's 5G Home. With a simple no-hassle setup, you can install it yourself. No messy wires, no annual contracts. Call 724-226-4590 today to help select your Verizon Home internet plan. Visit your wireless zone headquarters in Natrona Heights, at the Walmart Plaza, or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall.
Oh, late call there, Mike. Belak missed both foul shots, 48% from the line. He's usually good for 1 out of 2.
And now the foul on Highlands will send Colin Rogers to the line.
LaCava gets his first.
So no one's made one yet. Deer Lakes 0 for 1, Highlands 0 for 2.
Continue that.
And Rogers missed 2. My goodness. Too much holidays.
Cole Schaefer going to check in a lineup for LaCava.
Deer Lakes had their own tournament. They beat Belle Vernon and Indiana. Beat Indiana 73-70. Nathaniel Moore had 21 in the first game, 27 in the second game, and then had surgery.
Yeah, it's amazing, Mike. I guess they got to play for a few games before that.
Rams, of course, were at Plum. Not a lot of travel for these two teams, which is good. Snowy night out there tonight. Oh, Evan Moore comes down with the rebound. Put it back up, and he got fouled. So Evan Moore will shoot a couple.
Schaefer fouled him, his first.
7:08 left first half, and the Rams leading at 14-8.
Well, if you're planning a vacation, just looking for someone to keep an eye on your pet, look no further than Pittsburgh Paws Pet Resort, located on Route 28 in Fawn. Plenty of room to run in a country setting. Pittsburgh Paws family owned. Owners live on site. They offer dog and cat boarding, a self-serve dog wash, and doggy daycare. Dog is tested for his temperament, for the perfect group. Call Pittsburgh Paws today at 724-888-7297 or check them out on the web at pittsburghpaws.com. Pittsburgh Paws Pet Resort, Pittsburgh's premier family-owned and operated pet care facility.
Evan Moore made them both. He's the first player other than Luca Mangieri to score at all. He had the first 8 points, and then Highlands had the next 14.
And there's a turnover.
Rams turn it over, throw it backcourt.
Yep. 6 turnover for Highlands.
14-10 KQV. Actually, 14-10 Highlands leads.
Evan Moore's made the only 2 foul shots here tonight.
LaCava, Spearing, Foster, Hall, and Belak are the Highlands 5 out there right now. That's the starting 5. Here's Rogers. Out top to Moore. High post, Luca Mangieri. Now Rogers, put it on the floor, drives in. Got bodied by Spearing and got fouled by Spearing. So Rogers will shoot a couple. So now we didn't have any stoppages in the first quarter at all, and now it's kind of gotten choppy here.
I remember Rogers from last year, Mike, when we did a game. He's a tough little point guard, and that time he turned the bend, took it right to the hoop.
Rogers drains the first, he'll get another. 14-11. So now Deer Lakes has scored the last 3. It's going to be like that, huh?
Hasn't had a back and forth hoop yet, have we?
Rogers made them both. So the Lancers 4 for 4 from the stripe in the second quarter have cut the lead to 2.
And here comes the pressure.
LaCava to Belak, and they break it.
Now it's 5-on-4, Mike. You got to take it.
All out of the corner. 3 ball on the way. Off the rim, no good. A rebound Moore. Now to Rogers. He's going to drive in against LaCava. Gets fouled.
And LaCava's pleading his case. Mike says, I went right with them. And
he doesn't think so.
And the referee says you drew your body into him. LaCava's second foul. Are you someone you know Need a physical or occupational therapy? Consider a caring physical therapist at Phoenix Physical Therapy in Toronto Heights. Zach Barlotta and his staff specialize in personal care coupled with most up-to-date techniques and equipment in physical and occupational therapy. Phoenix Physical Therapy is conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue in Toronto Heights behind Eaton Park and St. Joe's High School. Flexible hours for your convenience, except most insurance, including UPMC. Give them a call today at 724-224-5090 to set up an appointment.
Well, Rogers goes 4 for 4 after Evan Moore goes 2 for 2. And after all that, we're tied at 14.
And again, here comes the pressure. Look at this, Mike. Just
And they do steal it, and
convert.
putting it in is JT McHugh, and the Lancers back up on top 16-14. Spearing ahead of the pack, put it in.
That's what you need to do against the press, Mike.
Tied at 16 as we go back and forth. Evan Moore. Now Rogers, Coach Fletcher calls a play. These guys were in here a couple of years ago. They played in our tip-off tournament. Second game of the year the Rams won. And we liked what we saw, and we were right, as it turned out. They went on to win the whole ball of wax, all the way to the state finals that year 2 years ago.
Yeah, they took toe-to-toe with us, if you remember, Mike.
Yes,
we
they
were
did.
Impressed.
That team is one of the best Highlands teams we've seen here in our 25
Jimmy
years.
Kuntz was a senior. I remember that. Yep.
No question. There was one small problem during that season. They were called Lincoln Park.
Yep.
Oh, you have some news on that.
Oh, I do. Later on. We'll get into
Okay.
it.
There's a three, and it's drained by Luca Mangieri. He's back. He's got 11.
And they go up by 3. Right there. Oh.
Uh-oh, and Spearing. He goes, what? He knew.
Yeah, he saw Hall out of the corner of his eye,
knew.
Mike. And he's got to get that ball to him. He's streaking to the basket, nobody with him. And Deer Lake's starting to take control here a little bit.
Dante Mangieri and Noah Sharina check in for the Lancers. Also, McCoy.
Highlands commits their 8th turnover.
Evan Moore and Rogers of the Deer Lakes 5 right now. 5:02 left first half. 19-16. Lancers back up by 3. Now driving to the basket is Moore, and he lays it in. Oh, I'm sorry, it was 23. That's Sharina.
Sharina.
Okay. 21-16, they steal it back. That's Moore. 23-16.
Timeout, Mike.
This is insane.
There's what you got right there every time. All you got to do is take advantage of it. Hall now with 8.
And they quickly back the other way. And we have a whistle. Ball's out of bounds. It's Highlands ball at 23-18.
Actually, they're going to say it's Deer Lake's ball, Mike. He pointed the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, he's going to give it to him.
Yeah.
I thought Hall had the ball.
Yeah, he pointed that way.
But Hall had the ball.
And that rhymes. I'm not going to argue with him.
Nope, pressure's been a problem. That's you want to break it right there.
Selko. Belak. 3 ball up. In and out, no good. Rebound Rogers, and we get a foul underneath.
Yep.
Going to be against the Rams.
No, Mike, it's going to be on Moore.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's on Dante Mangieri for the Lancers. That's their second foul. The Rams have committed 5, so Deer Lakes is in the bonus now for the rest of the half, and there's 4:08 to go.
That's a lot.
All 2 shots, remember.
I knew the foul was on Deer Lakes because Preston Foster comes flying out of there.
23-18.
2-1-2 zone.
And the shot is missed, and the rebound Deer Lakes.
That shot will be there, Mike, but you got to make it.
Here's Evan Moore. He's just going to take it to the hole. He threw it back out, and no whistle underneath. Or is there? Nope. Just out of bounds.
Bodies went flying, but
They
no
sure
call.
did. There's a lot going on there. They say play on, gentlemen. McCoy with the over-the-shoulder catch. Ooh. Almost a little move there.
Looked like it.
Here's Rogers. Now Sharina. Out top to
Stolen
Dante
by Hall.
Mangieri. Stolen by Hall. Drives, lays, scores, and draws the foul.
Ty Hall with 10 in the first half.
It's 23-20, and Ty Hall will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
10th turnover by Deer Lakes.
Ty
Takes advantage.
68% from the line. Luca Mangieri in for Deer Lakes. He replaces Dante Mangieri.
Dante picked up his second foul.
Oh, yes.
He gets those soft bounces, doesn't he?
Wasn't quite sure, but the country club roll, and it's 23-21. Colin Rogers against Foster, got shut off. Backdoors it to Moore, but he's able to save it on the baseline. They move it quickly to Rogers, left side in front of the Highlands bench. Out top to McCoy again. 2-point game, tipped by Hall, it's loose. Out of bounds, who gets it? Highlands does. At 2:55 with a chance to tie or take the lead. Braden Spearing will come back in for the Rams.
11 turnovers Deer Lakes in the first half. I'm sure that's uncharacteristic for them.
And P.D. Foster gets a rest.
Here comes that pressure. Again, they break it, Mike. It's 5-on-4 again.
Pavlik looked at it, thought about it.
Deer Lakes really up-tempos their pressure, Mike. They send 2 guys after the ball. You can beat that. You have an advantage.
Pavlik swung it out to Hall at the Rams center circle. 2:35 left first half. Hall,
whoa,
3, and he hits it in the end. Ty Hall is red hot.
Didn't even look how he looked that time, Mike. He's on fire.
He's got 14, and the Rams back on top, 24-23.
Spearing has to be careful with those 2 fouls.
Oh, Rogers had a little bit of trouble with it there with Spearing, yeah. Back out to a 3 by Mangieri, it's no good.
Oh.
Rebound comes right back to him. He got his own shot, walked all the way in from outside 3-point land. Can't let that happen.
Shooter normally knows where it's going. Hall with
He's got
basket.
13, and there's Hall again.
Racehorse basketball, Mike. Hall with 16 in the first half.
Holy smokes. 26-25, Highlands by 1. Rogers all the way home, put it in.
Little dink, little dunk. Rogers, smart point guard.
Deer Lakes leapfrogs back on top, 27-26, and now Rogers has the basketball. Rogers goes baseline and got fouled by Pavlik, I believe, at 1:34.
Highlands has 9 turns, Mike. 7 have to be off this press.
Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria was born in Natrona Heights in 1999, and it didn't take long for the name to become synonymous with great food and overwhelming community support. Philippe's offers award-winning burgers, wings, specialty sandwiches, wraps, and of course pizza. Not just any pizza, but the often imitated, never duplicated Birdville pie. Made with their special super secret recipe and named in honor of the Birdville section of Harrison, where Philippe's is located. The kitchen's open after the game, so stop by and say hi or call 724-226-3505 for takeout. It's the place where Ram fans meet and greet. Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights.
Yeah, we got a scoreboard issue, Mike.
Uh-oh.
Rogers missed the shot.
First one, right?
Yep.
The score is 24 to... Scorebook people will make sure they have everything. We've had problems with the scoreboard before, so this isn't not the first time.
Yeah, remember, we're the official book, Mike, so whatever they have over there will have to go.
Right. Now we have a moment. We might as well tell the folks about Lucchino's.
Well, Joe Lucchino's son Joseph proudly welcomed Lucchino Insurance, a financial group serving the AK Valley for decades. The Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. You may not think life insurance is important now, but get it while you're young. That's the best time to get the right policy at the right price. Located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, Joe and Joe always know. You can call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
Okay, they're getting it all worked out. 27-26, Deer Lakes leads it.
Rogers missed the first foul shot, so he'll be taking the second. It's amazing he knew how much time was left.
27, yeah.
That's impressive.
The refs were on that. They came over and had that right away, so. The scoring, I could have helped them with that if they needed it, but it's where keeping a running tally comes in handy. Rogers has 7 points, all of them here in the second period. Remember, Deer Lakes only scored 8 points in the first quarter. They have a 20-point second. They lead at 28-26. Double team, Pavlik's in trouble. Nearly like the timeline there, but Lakeva is fouled.
On the floor.
It'll be on the floor at 152. That's the 4th foul against Deer Lakes.
JT McHugh gets that one.
So we're all bonusing the rest of the way out here in the first half. 152 left. Deer Lakes leading at 28-26. Now the fouls aren't up on the board anymore, so they're going to have to make sure the Rams have trouble as Pavlik goes down in a heap. And Rogers took it all the way home. What a second quarter he's having. He and Ty Hall going back and forth.
Not only are they committing turnovers, Mike, they're scoring off the turnovers. Deer Lakes.
30-26, Deer Lakes by 4. And a steal by Mangieri. And they say he stepped on the line. We don't know, but we're close. We're close to it.
I protect the computer.
Yes,
that's my job.
Good move.
Let's bring you this live broadcast this evening. Carmine's been checking right in front of us.
Thanks to everyone for joining us, wherever you may be on both of our YouTube channels and on Comcast. Ty Hall for 3, it's short. Rebounded by Luca. Now to Rogers. Deer Lakes can take their biggest lead with a hoop this trip. I'm sorry, that was 8, not 6. Rogers back out to Moore. Moore thought about it, but Hall doggedly on him. Oh, he's in trouble, nearly walked.
Ty Hall.
I'll tell you what, that was really smart to get rid of that thing before he went down. Rogers baseline again. He's got 11 points, all in the second quarter, and it's 32-26. 6-point Deer Lakes lead. Foster, 45 seconds.
Rogers is a tough kid, Mike. You saw it there.
He knows he's needed.
He has to step up in the absence of Moore.
And now Moore stole it. He traveled. He rolled around twice. Deer Lakes coach is saying no, but he did a 1.5 gainer there. That's a turnover on the Lancers at 30 seconds. Rams down 6. Deer Lakes has the arrow, so Highlands really needs to score here. Keep this thing tight at the break.
The one correction you have to make at halftime, Mike, is breaking this pressure. Stay behind the ball, get it in the middle, and score off it. See how these two guys go after the ball?
Oh,
Mike?
now it's 2-on-1, and LeCave is going to take it all the way in and get fouled. Carmine will shoot 2 at 23 seconds. He wasn't taking any chances of passing it to Spearing there. LeCave is our best foul shooter, 82% on the year.
You send two guys to the ball, Mike. Again, you're coming back 4-on-3.
Well, they've gotten a lot better at that. We noticed it during the tournament. They've been breaking the press, but then just stopping, and now they are attacking a little bit more.
LeCava makes his first.
His first point of the second quarter.
He's got 5.
Now Deer Lakes will have the opportunity for a twofer. Carmine drains them both. He's got a sweet stroke from the foul line. 32-28. Deer Lakes with the ball, 18 seconds and the arrow, leading by 4. And again, in the bonus. Now going down, and they're going to call the foul.
Yeah, Mike, they have to.
That was Sharina hitting the deck. Fouls on Ty Hall. And Sharina will get 2. And then the Rams will get a chance.
And Coach Fletcher's call 100. I imagine that means full court pressure.
Yeah, you don't want to let him bring it up uncontested at least.
Very effective so far, too.
Deer Lakes. 25 second quarter points. 33-28. Rams led by 6 after 1.
After being held to 8 in the first quarter.
Well, they've been spending a lot of time at the free throw line. Oh, great job by Pavlik. 2 Rams are down. Rams only have 3 players coming on the offensive end. LeCave at the buzzer, can't go. And Cole Schaefer down in a heap. But that'll wrap up the first half in a wild one here at Highlands. The score at halftime. Deer Lakes 33, Highlands 28. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with stats and more right after this. All right, we're back at halftime with the Rams trailing the Deer Lakes Lancers 33-28 at the break. The halftime stats are brought to you by Greatest Athletics Fitness Center in Trentham. Call 724-681-8626 to let Gary Negley help you reach all of your fitness goals in the new year.
And Mike, in the section game, we're 0-1 in section so far, and Deer Lakes is undefeated. The Golden Rams have really done a good job here in the first half, only trailing by 5. Leading the Golden Rams, Ty Hall, 16 points, career high of 21. So he's breathing down that in the first half alone.
Seriously.
Carmine LaCava has 6 points, Preston Foster 2, Troy Belak 2, and Braden Spearing 2. For the Deer Lakes Lancers, they're led by Luca Mangieri. He has 13. Colin Rogers in with 11. JT McHugh has 3. Evan Moore 4, and Noah Sharina 3. We confirmed Evan Moore is 6'2".
6'2", yeah, I have that, made that note for when we go out there. Halftime stats were brought to you by Greatness Athletics Fitness, 222 East 4th Avenue in Trenton. Check them out today, greatnessathletics.com. Coach Belak was over. What was he asking for there?
How many turnovers in the first half?
So they noticed.
Yeah. And Mike, they've converted off the turnovers too. And the pressure, as I said, you shouldn't really have it bother you, but it has so far tonight. By the way, section tonight, we've got North Catholic at Burrell, Freeport's at Valley. We talked about the teams chasing the top teams.
And Knock is out tonight. That's why Alan Bauman's here.
Alan Bauman's here again. Knock at 3-0 in conference, 7-3 overall. They lost 2 heartbreakers over Christmas, Mike. 46-45 to Johnstown, and Baldwin 57-55.
And they're at Deer Lakes Tuesday night.
Yeah, they play Bishop Guilfoyle. They did win that game Monday to 30 at 62-57. Again, Baldwin, Mike, they're off to a 9-0 start. Their best start in 40 years.
Now, I wanted to ask you, we were talking about them. Is not Jeff Ackerman coaching there now?
Yes, the Old Moon coach is there, and he was brought in to change the basic chemistry down there, and he's done just that. They've really had a great season so far, 9-0.
Tuesday night we'll be at North Catholic. Again, weather permitting, kids. We don't know what's happening Monday because I know that I'm pretty confident in my prediction that we're going to have 1 to 2, anywhere between 1 inch and 2 feet.
That's always the case when you're in Pittsburgh.
Right. So it's all going to depend on the temperature and a lot of other factors. And
North Catholic, the other undefeated team in section, 2-0. 4-4 in the year, Mike. They played a lot of games in Ohio. They beat St. LaSalle in the 23rd, 70-61. So they've been off for a while. And, they are at Burrell tonight.
I checked what their story was last season earlier today. They did it last year too. They play a lot of non-Whippeal teams as their non-section games, and then that way you don't get a look at them.
True that.
Jim Rocco there, of course, a great coach at Penn Hills for a long time. In the Penn Hills Hall of Fame is both a player and a coach. How's that?
Impressive.
I have more, but I want to save it for Tuesday.
Let's see what the Golden Rams can do here, Mike. Again, down 5.
Lancers moving toward their bench in the second half, of course.
They look to be patient with this 5-point lead. They're going to sit on it here.
They handle the ball very well. I mean, they're well drilled, 2-time championship team.
But they committed 12 turnovers in the first half, Mike. So maybe L.B. Fretz is trying to just settle them down here.
I thought the Rams started off really sluggish, but then they really picked it up quickly. And there's Rogers, 3-ball, no good. Rebound Belak up there to pull it down. Quickly out to Spearing. But Deer Lake, see how fast they got back that time. There was going to be no break there. Foster all the way to the basket, put it in.
Ball in his hip, Mike, and took it right to the hoop. Foster now has 4, leads down to 3. Boy, would this be an upset, Mike.
It sure would. Colin Rogers. Luca Mangieri is leading the way for them. Over to Moore. Braden McCoy.
Cardinal sin, Mike. One dribble won't pick it up. You don't want that to happen.
Oh, yeah. Rogers again against Belak. Size mismatch, but he wanted to take him, but couldn't. McHugh. Rogers in the corner. Rogers going to let it go over Hall. In and out, no good. Rebound Belak. Ahead to Hall.
Running now, Mike.
He's 1-on-3. He thought about it. Loop it back over to LaCava. Got in a lane. Drives home. Scores.
Harder like the Red Sea that time for Carmine. Down 1.
Quickly to Moore, forecourt. Underneath to Mangieri. Oh, and the Rams take it away. They call it jump ball.
And boy,
what a great double team that was, wasn't it?
Strong by Belak. Get his hand in there, Mike.
So the arrow belongs to Highlands, so Foster will key it in. Rams have a chance to take the lead again.
Let's see if they double the ball. No, this time they don't. Belak beats it easily.
Oh,
Into
there's
the
Ty
basket.
Hall again.
He's got 18. Golden Rams ahead by 1, Mike. Maybe taking air of the ball was not a good idea for Deer Lakes.
Mangieri rolled off, rebound Foster. Rams with their first lead since they led 25-24.
And they turn it over.
Right before the lights went out. Here's Rogers the other way. Rogers drives, lays, and scores over Foster.
Mike, not only are they forcing them, they're converting them. A dozen turnovers for Golden Rams.
13 points for Rogers, all.
Looping pass over to LaCava.
Carmine had us. All since the start of the second quarter for Rogers. 1 point lead.
Virginia!
LaCava. Foster.
Nowhere to be found on help either.
See, they'll be happy to take a little air out.
All out to Spearing. Corner to Belak. Back to Spearing on the give and go, but now they
You can't throw that pass.
collapsed
Mike.
on him, and he threw it into a bunch of yellow jerseys.
That's a middle school pass. You can't do it at the high school level.
McHugh out there. McCoy
Wide open.
with a short jumper missed. Rebound tipped around. Rogers. And it's Highlands ball. How about that?
Getting that corner, Mike. It looked like the ball went off LaCava, but they're going to give it to the Golden Rams.
No fouls here in this quarter.
See if they can break the
No one's
pressure.
taking a timeout.
Amazing.
Both teams have all 5 remaining if they need them later.
There goes that double.
They're going to be like Raheem Morris in Atlanta. They're going to collect them. Spearing's 3 is too long, but Hall's right there, and he scores. Looked like he got fouled too, didn't it?
Yep, great pass that time by Spearing. Hall with 20, Mike.
Even 20 for Ty, breathing all over his career high, and it's 36-35 Highlands.
I certainly hope he gets it.
We're going to need that.
Halfway through the third quarter, Highlands up by 1.
And there's a foul. Yeah, you're right. If we don't score anymore, we're in big trouble. If he doesn't score anymore, we're in big trouble. Winter is here, so there's no better time than right now to stop at a Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment, your family-owned and operated hometown choice for tires in the AK Valley. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and wheels in the Pittsburgh area, and if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. At Highland Tire, you are our #1 priority. Stop in today and see why Highlands fans choose us for tires, auto repair, and oil changes.
Almost scored off the inbound, Mike. Again.
We'll give you the tag in a minute. Here's LaCava. Rams with the ball on a 1 point lead. Now to Belak. Stops. Pops. In and out. No good. Rebound LaCava. Up with the right hand. It won't settle for it. Ticked out, and the Lancers have it, McHugh.
2 good looks, Mike. Here comes Rogers.
And we're going to call a blocking foul on Ty Hall.
They can't.
Visit HighlandTire.com or call Trenum at 724-224-9222. Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment, 724-224-5900. Highland
Too
Tire.
easy, Mike. Doggone it.
Service, integrity, price, and Luca Mangieri delivers.
15 for him.
37-36.
That is
Lancers by
3
1.
times, Mike, they've scored layups off the inbound. They got to zone up there. Just for a second, you can play zone for 1 trip.
And it may confuse them, too. Spearing stops and pops. Missed everything. Tipped by Selko, saved by Hall, but Lancers have it. Here's Rogers. He's 1-on-3 against 2 Rams. He scores and draws the foul. What a play by Colin Rogers.
Power move there, Mike.
15
put him in
points.
the boards.
And Rogers will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. Lancers up by 3 now.
And Carmine picks up his 3rd foul, Mike.
And that's not good. Spearing will set. That was, and Spearing's got 3 also. We're gonna have to watch that. Ty has 2. It's missed, and Belak has it. Belak back the other way. 2:45 left. All out of the corner. Foster climbs the ladder to pull it down. Ooh. LaCava. As long as his feet didn't move. Belak for 3 from the corner.
Troy Boy comes alive. He has 5. The score is tied. No defense there. Call the offensive foul.
They
Finally,
did.
they did.
And that's Ty Hall doing his thing. Fouls on McCoy. His first.
Boy, Ty took a chance there, Mike. But
He
it paid
did.
off for him.
Well, he's very confident in his ability to take those charges. Quickly forecourt to Foster. Out to Plakeva, thought about it, but
See how they double, Mike? Very aggressive.
Hall out of the corner. 3 ball off the rim. Rebound Colin Rogers. He's everywhere.
Rogers blown by everybody.
He is. A nice dump down, and McCoy with the finish, his first basket of the night. 41-39 Deer Lakes.
He drew the defender to him, Mike, and once he did that, he knew what to do with it. Heady point guard, Colin Rogers.
1:50 left, third quarter. Lancers by a bucket. Now the Rams pull it out here. Pavlik. Corner to Hall. He's got the hot hand. Out to Lakeva. Right side, Selko's 3 is down! Brady Selko is heard from for the first time tonight, and the Rams back on top by 1. Foster, look at the defense. Rogers, backcourt. They say it's still all right. What's the call?
They're going to call foul. They're going to say Preston Foster. Let's see here.
Oh, they called a time? Deer Lake's got a timeout. Coach Fletcher,
timeout,
he got that.
30. Everybody up.
That was really aggressive by Foster that time. Great job on defense. Well, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolate, dedicated to serving great La Prima Espresso Company coffee and hand-dipped small batch candy using the finest Belgian dark and milk chocolates. Born out of love for chocolates, remarkable coffee, and a sense of giving back community, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates has a mission of providing uniquely delicious products while serving as a gathering place for your friends and family. Come experience a once-in-a-kind coffee and chocolate experience at their 2 convenient locations, 206 Corbin Street, Trenton, and 1705 Union Avenue in Trenton Heights next to the post office. They're open weekdays till 5 and weekends till 3. Check them out on our website at harvestmoon2.com. Drink coffee, eat chocolate, be kind, get a Highlands victory.
I like all those things.
And Mike, with the snow outside, there's people tracking there. The court is very close to
Right, and it's wet.
Fans come in, and a good job by the referee there. Jay Peoples, Mark Holtzman, and Rob Reaping to take care of that wet spot.
We have a rule since we've been doing this that if it's a snowy day, we won't look outside till we leave. But we've asked people what it's doing. Pavlik gets the rebound off the Miss McCoy shot. It's like, it's not really, it's the spirit of the rule, I guess, we're breaking. Hall for 3, it's in and out, no good. Rebound Foster up there to get it. Hall's gonna take it to the basket. Left a man on the
follow-up.
Floor missed the shot. Pavlik again. Back to Hall.
Yes,
Score. Foul.
Career high. Ty Hall. And he'll go to the line. Boy, do they keep that ball alive. Like, one thing we said they've had problems with this year is offensive boards. That time, 4 of them. And finally a score.
Rams by 3, 44-41. And Ty Hall, who's 1 for 1 from the line tonight, completing a 3-point play earlier in the evening, will get another chance. Oh, off the front iron. Loose ball, and it's Spearing. Grabbing it for the Rams. Out to Lakeva. Pavlik gets up slowly. 39 seconds now. Coach Foster calls out a play. Out to Hall. Rams are going to try to hold it for 1 here. Lancer's going to come out to get him.
Extended 1-3-1 to steal West Virginia defense, Mike.
Pavlik. Out to Spearing. 16 seconds. Pavlik left side, corner to Selko. He's going to drive into the basket all the way, missed it. Rebound, Hall couldn't get it, and it's rebounded by Sharina. Quickly forecourt, 5 seconds. Sharina, back to Rogers. He lets it go. It's in and out.
Oh, boy, that ball almost
And that's the end of the third quarter with a score. Highlands 44, and the Lancers 41. Man, that was
16-8 Highlands that quarter, Mike.
It's trivia time, and trivia is brought to you by Unflooded. If your home or business has ever been damaged by water or mold, you know how stressful that can be. Our friends at Unflooded specialize only in water, sewage, and mold removal, and they're here to help. From a broken pipe to sewer backup or flooding, they're going to be pipes breaking now. It's going to get really cold. They have the expertise to get your home dry and ready for repairs. Unflooded provides top-notch mold remediation services, addressing mold from water damage promptly and effectively. Their advanced techniques ensure your property is restored to its pre-damage condition. Visit unflooded.com or call Brian Mara anytime, 888-650-7767. Unflooded, your family-owned and operated team for emergency water removal in the AK Valley.
Well, last Saturday, Mike, we asked how many teams had not lost a game, and that was 10. How many teams haven't won a game yet? As we head into the first of the year.
And we've had a few games since we were there,
yes.
so I figure everybody's played about 10, at least 10, around there.
Have not won a game.
I'm going to go with a baker's dozen and say 13.
How about only 4, Mike?
Oh, well, good.
Yep. Environmental Charter, Mapleton, Mont
The
Pleasant,
Fighting Maples.
and I'm surprised by this one, Beaver Falls 0-11.
Wow, environmental charter.
Yes, I like that.
How about
one.
that? They're very. Are their color? Is their color green?
I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
By the way, Mike, that 10 undefeated teams, we're down to 4 now.
Well, a lot of teams playing good competition over the holidays. Yeah.
Newcastle, Baldwin, Jeanette Neighborhood Academy, led by Courtney Wallace. Didn't Pitt have a Courtney Wallace play for them?
They
Pitt or Duquesne?
They had a Dwayne Wallace. Pitt did. Here's Moore. Driving in, up around, no good. Foster the rebound. Foster's had a great night on the boards tonight.
He has.
Ahead to LaCava. Rams with the ball in a 3-point lead. Fourth quarter.
And boy, would this be an upset.
Shockwaves would be sent across the AK Valley. You have to stop on the way home and call on a payphone to call the score in. So
Yeah.
Rich Gailey told us before the game, the former Lancers coach is here.
Nice pass.
Underneath, there's LaCava with a lay-in.
Great assist by Belak.
LaCava's into double figures with 10, and the Rams lead it by 5.
Former Deer Lakes coach Rich Gailey in the house. His grandson plays there.
Right? Tino Bogan.
The Deer Lakes Lancers.
Saw him play lots of minutes in the JV game. McHugh. Blocked. Spearing. Oh,
he gave it
Belak
right to
wasn't
him.
watching.
And
And
then
a
he
foul. Oh,
commits a
boy,
foul.
that went from bad to worse.
Yeah, Mike. Unfortunately, Braden thought that Troy had turned, and he didn't, and went right to the Deer Lakes Lancers. That's our 15th turnover, Mike. How are we winning by 5?
Well, the one thing I'll say about that is that that was an error of commission, not an error of omission.
Yeah,
He was just
get
trying
the
to be
ball forward.
aggressive and get moving.
Well, one of the answers, Mike, is Deer Lakes has committed 13 on their own.
That's one of the answers. Moore off the front iron, no good. Evan Moore with 4. All 4 of his points came in the second quarter. Brady Selko is going to replace Spearing.
And Mike, again, if we can pull this upset, one thing we have to say is they do miss Nate Moore.
Oh, there's no question about that.
Guy
If you saw the
averaged
game
over
against
28
Highlands
games.
last year,
Yeah.
I saw the championship game
dominated,
against
yeah.
Borough, yeah. So there is Evan Moore with his 5th point of the night. It's a 46-42 game. And again, the Rams just don't have a lot of experience in games like this, and how are you going to react to it against a team that's battle-tested, winning the WPIAL 2 years in a row? LaCava all the way home. Oh, he put it up off the glass.
Carmine with a dozen now.
Quickly forecourt. Mangieri saved it. And now McHugh stops and pops for 2 and scores.
That's a tough shot to hit, Mike, that baseline jumper.
48-44. Foster needs help, and they throw it away again.
16 turnovers. And again, the pressure's taking its toll against the Golden Rams. I think they're going to get... We have something here. 6-17.
They went 6:17 on the clock. The head referee, Jay Peoples, on top of that.
Hasn't been adjusted yet, though. They're not going to inbound the ball until they get it right.
Right. I always thought in a situation like this, it's like, you know.
1,001, 1,002. You've been in too many middle school games.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
I say let the referee handle it and just actually grab the mechanism himself and do it. JT McHugh against Selko. Oh, he
Beat
struggled.
Selko.
Scores
No, they're going to stay on the ground.
on the floor. That'll be the second against Highlands fourth quarter at 6:05.
And second on Brady. No layup, please.
Yeah, how many points have they gotten out of this? All right,
6, Mike.
Cole Schaefer's back in.
That's good news because he was struggling.
He went down hard at the end of the third quarter. Rogers. Yep.
All right, that's a win.
JT McHugh out top, the senior. Now to Rogers left side. Against Hall. Again, Ty got to be careful, but he's got 2 now. He can probably be a little more aggressive than the guys with 3 anyway.
Moore looked at it.
McHugh. Moore. 3 ball. Up. In and out. Rebound Foster again. Got to have double figures.
He's been a difference so far on the glass.
5:30 to go. The Rams are going to have to score. We talk about this all the time. Foster goes in, put it up, back iron, rebound Pavlik. LeCave's down, and when we have a jump ball, Highlands will keep it at 5:24. And they're not going to be able to squeeze the ball here this time, amount of time left. You're going to need at least 60 here.
And again, Highlands has not been getting out of the 30s, Mike, so this has been a big night for them on a.
Yeah, 48 is. Now Mike Foster wants to take a timeout with 5:24 to go in regulation time, and the Rams leading at 48-44.
Here's a chance to talk about the Bouchers. They've been a staple in the Toronto Heights community for over 70 years. They are uniquely qualified to help protect your home and auto insurance for you and your family. Bouchers are independent agents. In addition, nationwide, they work with all the leading companies in the industry like Progressive, Travelers, Penn National, National General to find new and better ways to save you and your family on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent agents, John and Nick Boucher, at 724-224-4300 and choose the coverage right for you and your family. And as always, they're open on Saturdays for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with Boucher Agency on your side.
Rams leading at 48-44.
Other teams in section tonight, Mike, Valley, by the way, won the St. Joe's tournament over Christmas. They beat Propel, Braddock Hills, and St. Joe's. They've been streaky, Mike. Started out 3-0, and now they won their last 2. They're 5-5, but they're 0-3 in section. They're one of the ones looking up along with Burrell. They lost in the Shannock 70-45, and Union 48-45 over Christmas. They're now 4-6, 1-2 in section. Freeport split over Christmas, losing to Cranberry. They beat Montauk 70-33, 2-7 overall, 0-2 in section. What a weird section, Mike. You're either undefeated or haven't won a section game except for Burrell. Weird, huh?
Very. Troy Belak. Now LeCava. Back to Belak right side. 5:12 to go. Belak's going to take it all the way home. Kicked it to the corner to Hall. Now to LeCava. Man, I'd have thought Ty would have let that one go. Belak to Spearing. Hall into the paint. Boy, it collapsed on him quickly. Comes to Selko.
Well, LeCava had a shot there, Mike.
The Rams turned it over. There are at least 3 times on that possession. They should have put the ball up.
Yeah, Mike, and like I said,
You are not going to be able to take the air out of this and win this game.
17 turnovers now.
Here's McCoy against Spearing.
Oh, he
Foster.
walked.
I thought Foster was going to take it off him anyway. Now Rogers.
Rogers likes to bully in there, and there he is around the corner.
They double team him though as it gets to the baseline. Now McCoy threw it over to McHugh, and it's off his hands and out of bounds. I'm sorry, it was Rogers.
Bad spacing that time, and Highlands took advantage of it. Here comes the pressure. Get a layup out of this, Mike.
Tough place to get it from, though, inbounding it from there. And Foster, oh, he did! And Spearing didn't go to the basket.
Make that layup. There it was. Nice job by Foster.
It sure was. That's a tremendous pass considering he was in such an awkward spot. And now Belak throws it away. Stepping in front is Moore. Moore is fouled by Foster.
And that's a good foul. Boy, oh boy, Mike. Again,
and you can just see it. You can just see the nerves.
Spearing needed to go to make that layup. Puts Moore on the line. He is 3 out of 4 so far.
4:02 to go. And Moore drains it first.
And Mike, we talked about the Golden Rams on that short bench and how they've kind of worn down. And we're going to find out if they have any gas left in the tank here in the final 4 minutes.
Well, Deer Lakes hasn't played many more players than they have.
Yeah, but they pressure so nicely. There you go.
There it is, and Rogers stole it. Ooh. Pavlik. Oh, Spearing almost got a finger on that one. Out to Rogers at the ramp. Less than 4 to go. Lancers can tie it or take the lead this trip. And a foul. It's on Pavlik. That's 4 on Highlands. Deer Lakes has committed none fourth quarter.
Troy only his first foul night, Mike. He usually has more than one in this game.
Selko back in. Spearing will sit down.
Yeah, no layup, Mike.
And they'll be in the bonus from the rest of the way. Similar to the third quarter. Or second, I'm sorry.
They're in a 2-3 zone here, Mike. They did decide to zone up here. Wide open.
Now left side with a 3, and it is down as JT McHugh puts the Lancers back on top.
He's got 8.
49-48. Oh, what a crossover. Back to Foster. 3:15 to go. Pavlik out of the corner. Oh, leaping catch by Selko, and now Mike Foster wants to talk about it with 3:03 to go, and the Rams leading by 1.
Good timeout there, Mike. They look like they were unbalanced, and
the Rams haven't scored in a while. It was 44-41 and then 48-44. So Deer Lakes on a 5-0 run to take the lead back.
Like we mentioned Lincoln Park earlier, they were 2-6, and Mike Berinsky got a Christmas present, as he put it, over the holidays. A transfer, Mason Rowan, Maverick's brother. Remember Maverick Rowan?
I remember Maverick Rowan. I remember Ron Rowan.
His dad.
He played at St. John's.
Yes. And he transferred from Pompano Beach, Florida, into Center, Pennsylvania, to land here for the winter, which again makes me have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Which, worse yet, they're playing at Char Valley tonight. He is eligible for tonight's game and the remainder of the season and the playoffs. Now, how does that work, Mike?
I don't know the rules well enough to be able to tell you how that's possible.
Well, he fell out of thin air, and Mike Berinsky grabbed him. How about that? All right, back to the action here. Highlands down by 1. 3 minutes even to go here.
Ooh. Hall over to Glakeva. Out to Pavlik. Now Hall is going to let a 3 go. It's short. Rebounded by Glakeva. Glakeva missed it. Glakeva gets fouled this time.
There we go.
Carmine will shoot 2 at 2:45.
Tell you what, Mike, we've done a great job in the offensive glass.
Yes, sir. And that's all 1-2.
And that foul is on McHugh, his second. McKay will go to line with a chance to tie or take the lead. 82% foul shooter. First
is
one's up
good.
and in.
He's 3 for 3 tonight.
He has 13.
Following up that 20-point performance he had against Shaler on Saturday. Oh, he missed a second, but the Rams chase it down. It's Foster out to Hall. We're tied at 49. Baseline, Lakeva's got it. 2:35 to go.
Deer Lakes have been aggressive all night with their defense, Mike, and they can continue to be because they've only committed 1 foul here.
It's Mike Foster wants a 30. This is why he saved all those timeouts.
With a young team, Mike, that's a good idea, especially like I said, it was just coming down the stretch and struggling sometimes. Good thing to have them. Mike, we didn't get to play Mars this year, and
yeah, that was another game that was scheduled to be at home, but it was canceled during turnover of the coaching staff.
Here's a fun fact about them. They're averaging 10 3-pointers per game.
Well, that's something they've always done out there.
Under a new coach this year, that's the old Springdale coach. Philippi went out there.
Right.
Boy, he's got some sharpshooters that didn't knock him down 10 a game.
Remember the game out there years ago when Rob Carmody was the coach, and the game was, they fouled Micah Mason, trailing by 2, to allow the game to go into overtime, even though because he knew he would make both foul shots, because he didn't want him shooting a 3 and beating him.
Okay, we got situation here.
Not sure what that was, but Jay Peoples came over to the book, and Katie Joe told him what he wanted to hear, and we play on.
Into the backcourt, here comes that double.
And they're coming after it.
Oh!
They tried to thread it in there. That's like throwing it into too deep zone and threw it into 2 safeties.
20 turnovers, Mike.
How this game is tied is a miracle. Rogers, McHugh, around Foster, is fouled by Foster.
Yep.
On the floor.
And that's going to put him on the
And
line.
they will
now,
shoot
Mike.
2 now at 2:13 remaining.
The new rule coming back to haunt us, where at 5 fouls you'll shoot 2. And Mr. McHugh will go there. He has not attempted a foul shot yet tonight. He has 8.
He hit a 3-pointer to put the Lancers ahead earlier in this period. He missed that one. Second one rattles home. Albie Fletcher wants to talk it over with 2:13 to go, and the Lancers leading at 50-49.
And like both teams are young out there. There's only one senior on the floor, and that's JT McHugh. It's amazing how many teams don't have
any seniors. Noah Sharina comes off the bench. He's a senior. But how about Albie Fletcher? You talk about it being in the right place at the right time. Terrence Parham did a bunch of work. And Deer Lakes was on their way up. Did a lot of good things. He had to quit the job because his actual job took him away from town too often. Albie Fletcher takes over, and in 2 seasons wins 2 WPIAL Class 3A championships. His record's 53-16. It's like Terrence Parham reminds me of Buck Showalter. He did all these places and built the team up, and then wasn't ever around to actually win the whole thing.
But I'm going to give Albie credit, Mike. He was down in the younger grades.
Oh yeah, he's been here the whole time. No doubt about that.
Working with him, so he came by it honestly.
He got to coach his older son last year, Aiden Fletcher. He's lost to graduation. Wayne Love, of course, we remember. And Billy Schaefer was the Valley News Player of the Year last year, graduated. And they're still back doing this, 9-2.
This extended zone giving Highlands trouble, Mike. Have to get a good one here.
Pavlik. Foster! Foster puts it in. He draws the foul.
Great job by Pavlik, Mike. Draw the defenders to him, and he drops it down to Foster. Now, the only problem we have, Mike, Foster's a 27% foul shooter. We know he's better than that. But Highlands takes the lead with 1:47 to go, 51-50.
Oh, that's... You can tell it's in his head.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, here we go. Let's bear down and play some defense.
Highlands 4 for 9 from the foul line tonight in a 1-point game. And all those turnovers, and they're still ahead. Miracle of all miracles.
It's been a gritty game on both sides. Look at Rogers.
Rogers all the way out. Now to McHugh. Foster on him. Back to Rogers. 1:31 to go. Remember, Deer Lakes has the arrow here. Deer Lakes wants a timeout.
Can't afford to foul, Mike, because again, they have 5.
And if you do, you better make darn sure who you are fouling, because you don't want to put the wrong person at the line. Remember our 2 YouTube channels. You can live stream us on HSD Athletics TV. You can watch next day on Highlands High Sports. Like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell. You'll know when we're up, especially those live games. We notice people are coming on to the game tonight live because they heard what's going on, so audience grows on nights like this. Comcast Channel 190, this game will be on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Friday night games on Wednesday. Tuesday night games on Thursday. This game will be on Wednesday night. 8 o'clock, Channel 190.
Again, Highlands with this 1-point lead, and again, both coaches got a young team. They're taking their timeouts, using them wisely here. But again, Mike, this game is not going to go to the Hall of Fame. Highlands committed 20 turnovers, 14 for Deer Lakes, so 34 turnovers total in the game. And let's put it up to aggressive defense, especially on Deer Lakes. They really like to double the ball.
And Coach Fletcher has the largest whiteboard I've ever seen.
I used to have a rule, Mike. When they overplay, they must pay. And that means get the ball to the open man, because when they're doubling the ball, somebody's open.
Like if it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yes. Let's look at this formation right in front of us, Mike.
So here's Rogers. 1:20 to go.
How long do they wait to shoot it, Mike?
Evan Moore. Obviously, when you get a good one.
They don't dare wait for the last. And young Evan Moore's out there running the show, Mike. Now he gets to the veteran ball handler.
I think they want the ball in Rogers' hand. Rogers for three. Oh, he missed everything. Rebounded by Deer Lakes. Rogers had it off his leg. And it comes to LaCava. Out to Hall. Oh, missed the shot. LaCava, no. Pavlik stole the ball. Pavlik stole the ball. Highlands gets a timeout with 46 seconds to go. And leading by 1.
What a series there, Mike. And I want to see the offensive glass for Highlands. They have really pounded the offensive glass tonight, and there was 3 right there, Mike. 3 big ones with point-blank shots that just won't fall.
And again, you can't fault them for trying to get that hoop there. That was a smart thing to do. I mean, and the players you want in their hands. It's 2 20-point scores from the last 2 games, LaCava and Hall.
And again, Mike, if you're Deer Lakes, you're going to play very aggressive defense because they only have 2 fouls. And, you know, they can have a problem if Highlands continues to keep the lead.
That is true.
They want to put them on the foul line. They're not going to be able to because, again.
And frankly, the way the Rams have shot foul shots this year, you want to put them on the line, especially in pressure situations.
Yep. So let's see what Deer Lakes does
And that can't be the case. 46 seconds to go. Deer Lakes in the bonus, of course. We've established that earlier here in this quarter.
Ball handling going to be a key here for the last.
Highlands has 1 timeout left. Deer Lakes has 2. Here's Pavlik. Out to Hall. 42 seconds. Right now, if the Deer Lakes bench yelling foul. Great job by Hall, and he is fouled.
There you go.
32 seconds. Well, if they take 10 seconds every foul, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And when it gets down to the point where they have 4, I want Hall and LaCava playing catch.
That is correct. 3rd foul against McHugh. Still 2 to give before they put Highlands on the foul line.
Foster's the key-in man. Gotta hurry. Stolen by the Lancers. Oh, looked like that.
No foul.
McCoy had walked with
no
it.
foul.
No foul, and Hall's got it for the Rams. Out to LaCava. Oh, Spearing was wide open. He couldn't get it to him, and the Rogers steal it. Oh, Spearing was all by himself.
No foul.
Timeout, Albie Fletcher with 50. Oh, my goodness.
Called a foul.
They couldn't get it to Spearing. He was all by himself. All by himself. And the Lancers blocked the pass.
They must pay, and they were going to if we could have just got the ball down to them, Mike. Unbelievable. What a crazy 4th quarter.
So the Rams
this has been.
Still have a 1-point lead. And again, like you said, you don't want to foul.
You can't.
And put Deer Lakes on the line with a chance to win it. I mean, depending upon how much time they took. And again, our clock's one of those that counts down the timeout, which I think is idiotic.
I think there's 16 seconds.
Thank you. But that's for the officials' benefit, obviously, but doesn't help the people watching.
Well, the Golden Rams, Mike, has really hit the offensive glass here tonight, and that's been the key to keep them in this game. Leading here by 1, 51-50. Adam Bauman is not left yet, the knock coach.
No, he's up there. I see him.
Yeah.
He didn't bring the boys with him. They must have something more important to do tonight.
And if one thing, Mike, they made Deer Lakes work here tonight. It was not a easy day at the park, that's for sure.
Rams with the starting 5 out there.
Where did they inbound from?
And we'll see what Coach Flesser drew up on the world's largest whiteboard.
They're going to inbound from the side, so at least it's not underneath the basket. All right, everybody on their feet across the way, the student section. There's my middle schoolers over there, too. They want Rogers to have the ball.
Rogers has it, 13 seconds. Rogers again.
He's going to take the last
ball
shot.
on him. They go corner to McHugh, back to Rogers. McHugh again, 5 seconds. They got to hurry. Rogers lets it go. It's no good, but there's a foul at the buzzer. There's a foul at the buzzer. The foul's on Foster. The shot wasn't going to make it.
Nope. Mike, what is?
They have to put some time back on. Point 3. Now
We were blocked. We couldn't see the
I couldn't
shot.
see.
Yeah.
That was the shooter fouled? Is this 2 shots or 3 shots? That's the part I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
We were blocked by the Deer Lakes bench. They were standing up in front of us.
Well, we'll have to go to the videotape, Mike.
Rogers got the first.
He's got 16.
He's got 2 more shots, so he fouled the shooter.
Never foul a jump shooter.
He only needs to make 1 out of 2. He missed that one. Mike Foster wants timeout to make him think about it.
I wouldn't mind.
51-51.
There's certain rules in basketball written in stone. Tom Myers used to always say, never foul a jump shooter. Paula Rogers, cool customer, Mike, coming over to us getting some water.
Yeah.
He's telling them, just stay on the bench here, I'm going to make this.
I'm good. Yeah. Point 3, again, if he misses it,
We're going to go overtime.
we're going overtime because you can inbound it and get a shot up in point 3, but
Well, Rogers, Mike, he's been in the foul line a lot here tonight. He is 6 for 11. And now, let's see what he does.
which means he's
12th.
missed 5.
Yes. You need to miss 1 more here. Deer Lakes, everybody's back off the foul line. And Colin Rogers, the 5'9" junior, goes to the line with a chance to win the
And
game.
basically 1 to win it
Yep.
for Deer Lakes. It's no good! And we're going to overtime! Rogers missed 2 out of 3, and we have an extra session at Highlands.
Crazy, Mike. I didn't look.
Let's take a quick timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and we're going to overtime.
And we're going to have a jump ball here, Mike. You don't see those
Our
very
second
often.
jump ball of the night.
Yep.
We had one about an hour and a half ago. So, 4 minutes on the clock. First overtime of the year.
Happiest guy in the house, Preston Foster, Mike.
Yeah.
As we go to the 5th period, we don't see that too often.
So that's why the shot was short. Again, we were blocked. It was because he was fouled. So,
well, we knew one thing. Rogers was going to take the shot, and he did. All right, Mike.
Pavlik will jump center against Braden McCoy. Rams have it. Ty Hall's got the basketball. 51 all.
He's been quiet for a while, Mike, even though he has 22.
LaCava needs Pavlik to come get him, and he does. Pavlik driving all the way home. And a foul on Deer Lakes. Pavlik will shoot 2 at 3:43.
Now, Mike, here's a question we haven't had. What do they do with the fouls? It's 5-3 up there. I guess they stay into overtime.
That's a great question.
We've never had it.
We've had it, I just don't remember.
Well, obviously they're staying up there, so they must stay. And everybody will shoot 2 the rest of the way, Mike. Pavlik 0 for 3 tonight from the foul line, Mike. Foul shots are killing us.
Yeah, that's why we're still playing, really. Both teams. Pavlik missed them both. Oh, Foster got the ball, though, and then it's stolen away by Moore. Here's Rogers.
How the Golden Rams are stealing this is unbelievable, Mike.
Moore. Now McCoy. Rogers in front of the Deer Lakes bench. Had a little bit of trouble with it, but able to control it. Tries to get around Pavlik and does. And gets bailed out. He got bailed out.
Pavlik gets his 3rd foul. Everyone's going to be in foul trouble, too, from this point forward.
Rogers at the line.
Again, 6 of 12.
And they can look at it like that's why they're still here.
Yeah.
Missed that one, too. He's really struggling. 6 for 13.
He's a
Still
tremendous
tied
point
at.
guard, but you got to make your foul shot.
That's right. That's more like it.
He's got 17 to lead them.
52-51. Pavlik all the way home, and he's fouled again.
Well,
Getting fouls for part one. Part two,
Yeah.
you got to make them.
yep. Braden McCoy looks like he's going to get his 4th. Oh, they're going to call that on McHugh. That's his 4th. All right, Troy, you got to knock a couple of these down.
Pavlik 0 for 4.
He is.
He's just throwing it up and hoping now.
We've had this. Remember when Damon Porter went through that streak like
Oh, yeah.
years ago? And it just gets in people's heads. I know this kid can make foul shots.
Missed that one too. And Moore with the rebound. Rams have missed 7 and made 4.
Right down Broadway. That.
Oh, there's a rebound by LaCava. Carmine waiting for some help. And now goes to Pavlik. Less than 3 to go. Lancers by 1. Hall for 3. Yes! 25 for Ty Hall. And the Rams lead by 2.
What a time to make a shot for Ty. Oh,
And a steal by Hall. Hall's going to take it all the way. And score!
Ty Hall. 5 big shots. And Highlands is up 4.
56-52. McHugh got shut off by Foster. Rams just don't want to foul right now. Coach Foster calling for the crowd.
Everybody on their feet.
Rogers. What a big trip this is.
It sure is.
Rogers is going to do something with it. Goes all the way in. And Pavlik blocked it.
Oh, they're going to call it off Pavlik, Mike. I thought it might have been off Rogers. The call is just a block shot. Now again, Mike, they can't give him this layup.
Deer Lake's bench was upset that Pavlik was laughing. He said, what, I'm not allowed to laugh?
Yeah, really. He's having fun.
Having a good time.
Yep, you're alive.
McHugh all the way home, threw up a wild one, and Foster with another rebound. Having trouble, lost it to Rogers. Rogers had it blocked. Hall in there to try to get it. It worked it out, and that's a 3 by McHugh, and it's down. JT McHugh, timeout. Deer Lakes at 1:43. What a ball game. 56-55.
Highlands has committed 24 turnovers, Mike.
And shot 4 for 7 from the foul line. 4 for 11 from the foul line.
And they have a 1-point lead
And they have a 1-point lead.
with the ball.
I don't know.
I'm going to go home and carefully analyze this because I've been around this game for almost 60 years.
I'm going to go home and carefully analyze this with the one remaining can of adult beverage that I have left from Christmas in the refrigerator. That's what I'm going to do.
I've never seen anything like this.
This is nuts.
Yep. I mean, both teams have basically tried to
Give the game away, and the other team won't take it. They just won't take it. It's been exciting.
Yes.
We talked about all the Friday nights we got coming up here at home. You get yourself out here. We'll be back here next Friday against Freeport. We'll go to Burrow for one, but then we'll be back on Friday the 24th against Knock. Alan Bauman will be back for that. He's going to come. He doesn't have to pay for that one. He'll get back in for free. And then on the 31st, North Catholic will be here on a Friday.
Crazy, crazy game here. And again, here will come that double team pressure.
And Alan Bauman is the second biggest Highlands fan in the building right now, because if Highlands wins, he's in first place all alone.
That is true.
Throw deep. Foster, gotta hurry. Got it to Pavlik. Boy, I'd have fouled him right there, Dean.
They need the ball.
Hall. A couple of big baskets Ty Hall's made in this overtime. He's going to try it again. Oh, my goodness. Ty Hall is unconscious. He's got 29, and the Rams lead by 3.
I'm off my score sheet, Mike. That hasn't happened in a long time here.
58-55.
Rogers wants the ball.
1:12 to go. JT McHugh.
Come on, Hines, hang on.
Out to Evan Moore.
1 minute.
Luca Mangieri.
It's hand-to-hand combat down
What do we
there.
got? We got a foul. A Lancer is down.
Carmine
It's on
Lukeva.
Carmine,
That's
his fourth.
Fourth.
And that's going to send JT McHugh to the foul line at 54 seconds to go. First overtime, Highlands by 3.
McHugh 1 for 2 from the foul line. And Mike, again, the thin bench that Highlands has can't afford our guys fouling out.
McHugh
Palmley makes the first one.
has 12. And he's got all but one of the Deer Lakes points in this overtime, McHugh. Remember, he ripped the 3 earlier. Chance to cut it to 1. He does. That's who we don't want to foul. 58-57. 50 seconds to go. Lukeva. Each team with 1 timeout. Hall.
100!
Lukeva. Now Selko. Out to Hall again. Highlands calls timeout with 37 seconds to go, leading it 58-57. First overtime period.
It's been nuts, Mike. And again, both coaches working those timeouts.
Well,
Highlands just used their last timeout, Mike.
yes, they did.
Has 1 left.
Remember last year these two teams played on February 3rd. That game went overtime and Highlands won 70-65. We had an overtime game in here last year against Hampton, January 26th. Talbots won that one 61-59 in front of a very nervous Joe Lafko and Carl Krauser. And at Knock, Alan Bauman was there for this one. Knock beat Highlands 68-65 in overtime last year. So the last one played against Deer Lakes was the last time Highlands won an overtime game. 3 of them last season.
Now, Mike, we don't have a lot of overtime games. And, you know, do the teams get extra timeouts in overtime?
Yeah, they did add them up. They put them up there.
Okay.
They could get 1 more piece. So we'll see what Mike Foster has here.
So Highlands inbound in front of their student section.
Security guard leading the cheers, by the way.
Very interesting.
Now let's go. Lancers goes up from behind us. 37 seconds to go.
Deer Lakes has brought a nice crowd over.
Oh, that bad pass is stolen and put up and in by Luca Mangieri. 59-58. Pavlik. Now Hall, here it comes! Off the rim. Rebound Deer Lakes, 18 seconds, and a foul. Now the Rams called timeout with the basketball and threw the inbounds pass away.
25th turnover.
And Luca Mangieri finished it at the other end, and now he can go a long way to putting it away from Deer Lakes here at the foul line.
But again, Mike, Highlands, no matter if he makes them both, still
Have a chance with a three-pointer.
Three-pointer and time. So
Ty Hall did get a 3 up.
Mangieri 0 for 1 from the line tonight.
59-58 Deer Lakes.
He gets 2.
No good. He'll get another. Don't go anywhere,
It's been crazy.
to say the least. Second by Mangieri is good. It's a 2-point Lancer lead with 16 seconds to go.
They can't foul, Mike.
Lukeva to Pavlik. Pavlik all the way up and under, and he's fouled. At 7.9, Troy 0 for 4 at the foul line tonight.
0 for 6, Mike, but again, it does make a difference now. The Q, that fouls on Mangieri, his 3rd. See our camera rocking up there.
First is good.
And that's the crowd pounding their feet up there, Mike.
Oh yeah. This place is rocking tonight.
Do not adjust your sets.
This to tie it with 7.9. He does.
Those are two gutty shots there.
Sure are. 60-60. 4-court, 3 seconds. Rogers for the win. He got it. Rogers wins it with a 3 at the buzzer. And Deer Lakes wins it 63-60.
Yeah, Mike, the Golden Rams gave him all they could handle. That Colin Rogers told you he's a tough kid. And boy, he had ice water in his veins on that shot.
He sure did. And Deer Lakes at the buzzer in overtime on a Colin Rogers 3 from downtown beats the Rams in a gut punch, 63-60. Dean, final thoughts.
Now, Mike, tough game tonight. It's going to be a tough route at North Catholic on Tuesday night. But this team, I'll give you credit. Both teams played their hearts out here tonight.
Well, they sure did. Hey, thanks to everyone for joining us, and thanks to everyone here at Highlands, and thanks to Kean Foster upstairs. Once again, that final score in overtime, Deer Lake 63 and Highlands 60. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik saying so long.